We're going to bring out our first comic. The first comic is a regular here. He is a Jew from New York. Give it up for Jeff Simon!
Give it up for Scotty. One of the top divorce lawyers in Manhattan. I've got divorced so many times, he gives me a 10% discount whenever I get divorced. Like Scotty said, I'm a Jew. The best deal I ever made was marrying a shiksa. That's a girl that's not Jewish. We had 3 kids, none of them got bar mitzvah. I made $100 grand on that deal. All right. We got married by a priest and a rabbi. The priest didn't want to marry us until I showed him some naked pictures of my 8-year-old nephew. My rabbi didn't want to marry us either until I told him to shut the fuck up. You're getting $100 for 5 minutes work. I'm not religious. The only time I believe in God is when I need a favor. Like if I owe somebody money and he's dying, I'll say, please God, no miracles this time. Just let the motherfucker die. Or if I have a pain that won't go away, I'll say, I'm begging you, God, anything but cancer. You know? I grew up in the 50s. I was a big baseball fan. My favorite player on the Yankees was the Mickey Mantle. The one number 7 in Little League. Showed up for all the games drunk or stoned, just like the Mick. My favorite Jew on the Yankees was the general manager. They finally got a Jew in the 70s, Ronnie Bloomberg. No relation to the mayor. Unfortunately, the mayor was probably a better ball player than that piece of shit. He was such a bad fielder that somebody had to invent the DH rule just to keep this guy in the league. And I was talking to this Jew earlier today. He lost $20 million to Bernie Madoff. Do you believe? $20 million bucks. He said he knew it was a Ponzi scheme the first time he got his monthly statement. All it said was, you're up 20%, love Bernie. It was handwritten on a hot dog wrapper. He said what every Jew said when they looked at their statement. You know, they didn't turn him in. He just said, Ponzi schmanzi. I'm making 20%. This guy Madoff's a genius. I fucked up that joke. I spoke to my son last night. He lives in Detroit. He sells mutual funds. He makes more money than 10 players on the New York Yankees. He's more than 10 players in the New York Yankees. He's good looking, hard working, and honest. Got the good looking for me, right? He, I don't know where the hell he got I don't know where the fuck he got the hard working from. I don't know where he got I'm the laziest fuck on this planet. If I can't find a remote, I keep it on the same channel all day. I watched 4 hours of the Today Show today. The last hour was torture. Kathy Lee would ask a question, then answer it, then break for a commercial. The guest didn't say one word. Somebody got to tell Kathy Lee to shut the fuck up. My son, he's got a new girlfriend. They're in the infatuation stage, which means they're in denial about what a piece of shit the other person is. He just met her family. Things went well. The mother's in good shape, which is great. That means this chick won't blow up after the wedding. The father's a real cool guy. He smokes weed. I can't wait to smoke a joint with this guy at the wedding. I am tired of smoking weed with my nephews and grandkids. When I dated my first wife, the infatuation period ended the day I met her family. She had 3 unbelievably hot sisters who I wanted to have sex with. Her mother was a psychotic. Her aunt was unbelievably hot. I wanted to do her. Her father wouldn't talk to me because I was a Jew. I didn't mind doing a Nazi salute when I walked into the house or his Hitler mustache. But the copy of Mein Kampf sitting on a coffee table was a little unsettling. All the moms in Little League used to hate my guts because whenever I'd yell at my son, he would come through. Like, it'd be last inning, score tied, I'd yell out from the bleachers, would you please hit a home run so we can get the fuck out of here? Next pitch, high fly ball over the left field fence. And the moms would come up to me after the game, can you yell at my kid? Like I told you, lady, it doesn't work if your son is a piece of shit. I did a lot of coke in the 80s. Anybody do coke here? What a great drug. I know the lawyer can't raise his hand.
Yes, I.
What a great drug. When you're fucking a chick, you could last forever. When I played ball, I was Larry Bird. I thought I was Larry Bird. And every joke works on coke. I could use some tonight. God, I could get you people to fucking laugh. You know. I tell you, everybody in the '80s was doing coke. If you came out of a bathroom and weren't whistling, you were out of coke. It did make you a little paranoid, though. Like, if I was open and you didn't get me the ball, I would threaten to kill you. If I wasn't open and you didn't get me the ball, I would threaten to kill you. I used to get into fights all the time. Get into fights all the time. I never lost a fight on coke. I was undefeated. My proudest victory was over my mother-in-law. I told her to shut the fuck up, you fat bitch. She started crying and stopped and didn't say a word after that. I get interviewed by Larry Merchant after the fight. The rematch was on pay-per-view, whatever. I just bought this unbelievable weed. It's 500 an ounce. It's so expensive, I only smoke it for special occasions. Like if the Knicks are playing a Heat, I have a hooker coming over, or there's a family get-together. For all other occasions, I smoke the regular 200 an ounce shit. And if you people that smoke weed, you know, the biggest problem with smoking weed is that you smell like weed wherever you go. Like I was in a bar the other night and some guy tries to embarrass me. He says, smells like marijuana in here. He's staring right at me. I know the asshole. You know, he listens to Rush in his car, jerks off to Bill O'Reilly every night, a picture of Bill O'Reilly. He makes all his girlfriends dye their hair blonde and wear painted bras so they look like Fox News Channel anchors. You know, he's a typical asshole Republican. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, I was in a bar. Sorry, I was in a bar the other night, and I was trying to make eye contact with this woman, and she kept every time I tried to make eye contact with her, she would rub the guy's ass next to him. Can you believe this shit? I mean, I can't believe these loyal women that gotta rub their guy's ass every time some guy's trying to make eye contact with them, you know? I mean, then I was trying to make eye contact with this woman, trying to make, and I couldn't get her to smile back at me. I couldn't get her to smile back. But the guy next to her starts rubbing her ass. I mean, it's not necessary to rub the woman's ass if she's not smiling back at the guy. But then I finally made eye contact with this woman, really hot. She's really hot. It lasted 2 seconds. As soon as I got home, I jerked off. It was great. I hope to see her again next week. I know this guy. He went out on a date on Match.com. He said she didn't look anything like her pictures. He had five pictures. I will not go out on an online date unless the chick posts 20 pictures, and she looks good in all 20 pictures. I mean, that's a pretty fair test, right? 20 pictures, you gotta look good. You know? You don't think so, huh? Anyway, I clicked on this woman's profile. Her body type is, I'll tell you later. When are you gonna tell me? After I buy a $100 steak at Del Frisco's? Or a $200 bottle of wine? Is that what you're gonna tell me? She smokes 1.5 packs a day, and she doesn't touch a drop of alcohol, which is code for I'm an alcoholic. Somebody told me she's a heroin addict. They know this woman. And I'll just finish up with this. The best time to meet a woman is when her husband dies. Before guys start hitting on them, they get on these dating websites, and their friends start putting ideas in their head like, all men are bad people, you know? Like, I like to make my move as soon as they pull a plug on this guy's respirator. You know, and if I can't get there in time, the next best time is when the funeral's over and everybody starts walking back to the car. The only problem is you gotta put up with cock-blocking, whiny kids, you know, telling their mommy, you're not gonna start dating right away, are you, Mom? All right, thank you very much.
All right, let's hear the roar. Come on, it's our first comedian. All right, hey, I'm gonna get you guys going here.